Hey, what's going on? Today is the 7th of February 2024 and it is Wednesday. I wasn't planning on doing anything today, but I realized when I put on all these hedges, it actually frees up buying power. So I'm only using 20% of my buying power right now, and I only have 2 theta, which is pretty darn low, obviously, even for this small account. Even though today is an up day, a pretty big one. Right now we are almost, let's see, this is on the other screen, but we are just short of the SPX hitting 5,000, and we're up 0.84% at the moment. And it's the afternoon right now, it's about 2:15. Anyways, one question I've always had with this 112 is, how do I lose money, right? Because that's how I've been burned in the past. So if I take a look at the current curve right here, let's see, make sure everything's checked. So this is the current curve, and right now I have negative delta, -4. So if we go down at all, I'll start to make money and start to make quite a bit of money. Problem is, if we keep going up, even though it seems like we're due for a correction, I'm losing money, right? Because these hedges are, yeah, they're just losing money. So I need to get some long delta, even though it seems like we're at the top, at least the short-term top. I'm just going to sell another 112 and see how it plays out. Seems like this would not be a smart thing to do right now, but we're going to put it to the test. All right, so this is the expiration I want. Yeah, MES. I'll do the 100-day and come here. This is a 25 delta, and then do 50 points wide there, buying that call spread or put spread there. And then come out here to the 5 delta and sell 2 of those. I'm at greater than a 99.5% pop. 1850, that's not great. I like to get at least 20, because times that by 5, that's $100, right? So I need to go one more here. There we go. Now I'm just at 99% instead of greater than 99.5. So 43.50, it gives me $24.25. And as a credit, $24. So that would be 24 times 5, 120. And let's see, let's go to the curve. All right, here we go. So here's the standard 112 bear trap, right? It stays up here and we're good to go. I can make, right now it says $118. And if it drops down here slowly, at expiration, I could make $365-ish. So we'll see. This seems like I'm buying the top or selling the top, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. So, all right. Guess I just need to submit this. Futures. Oh yeah, got a leg in. So annoying. All right, so now if we go look at the curve here, get everything checked off. So now to the upside, I'm only down $55 if it keeps going up. All these are at expiration, right? So -55 if it just keeps going, whereas before this trade, it was negative like 170 or something. So that's good. And still have this huge bear trap down here from previous positions. And now I have 6 theta, which is great. And I actually have long 1 delta. So that's pretty good. Yeah, that's basically flat. So I still want the market to come down here in a perfect world. All right, so let's organize things here. And let's see, 112-4. 112-4. There you go. I'm already up 12 cents. And let me put this stuff into the spreadsheet and then I'll get back to you. All right, so through the magic of editing, I now have these entered in. And this time I broke it up into 3 different legs because there's 3 legs, right? You have 2 of the short puts, and then the long put spread has 1 long, and then this is a short. And the reason I'm doing that is I've seen, or I want to try, instead of closing the 2 short puts after, 50% or 70%, and then leaving on this long put spread as a free one, instead, if you look at the total between this 160 credit for the 2 short puts and then minus 287 for the long put, just the long put of the long put spread, right? Not including the short put. So only half of the spread, that's negative $127. So when you look at the short put of the long put spread, so this short 4,800, you get $246. So that's obviously more than the 127, right? So if you let this decay to about 80%, 85, 90%, you can close just the short put of the long put spread, and then you keep on these short puts and this long put, and then you get a slightly different hedge. So if we come here and let's see, check all these. So this is what it looks like to begin with. So normally you let these up here, the 2 short puts, decay to like whatever, 50, 70, 90%. Take the profit. That means this is a free hedge up here. So you take the profit there, and then this is actually not red. It's a free hedge here, right? You gain 50 bucks or whatever. And then this part is a free hedge. Like if it goes down, you can make up to, $208 if it closes at expiration in this green. Or if it tanks, you'd make about, 100 bucks, let's say. Well, if you go back and wait for this one to decay, and then you close that for a profit, right? Then this red line actually isn't red. This is green. You could lock in like 50 bucks or whatever, and then you get this like triangle hedge instead, or this pyramid hedge. And then if it drops to 4,800, this says P&L theoretical will be 456 instead of just, what did I say the other one was? Like 100? So at expiration, it'd only be 137. So there's give and take, but you probably wouldn't let these close into expiration anyways. I mean, I guess in theory, it could be up until the last day. So, if it fell down here the last day, it'd only be worth about $100, where the other one would be worth about 200. I don't know. It seems like it'd kind of be a good mix, right? To just kind of mix these in and do one of these pyramid hedges or triangle hedges versus, the standard, just put spread hedge. So, and then, technically speaking, after a long time, this will, you can close this for, 90% profit too, or whatever, and lock that in. And then you just have a naked put that's a long naked put that, drops to 4,800, you're up 400 bucks. If it drops 4,400, then you're making huge money. If there was somehow a flash crash of 10, 12%, all of a sudden you'd be up 1,600 bucks, right? Instead of just like 200. That's what I'm looking at. Oh yeah, and if you go back here to the pyramid, and then in theory, if it crashed way down here, another 10, I guess this is like 15%, give or take. Yeah, you'd be up 1,000 bucks instead of 200. So it just kind of mixes things up. And then, I don't know, let's throw on another 112. So I guess if you have two of these together and then close that one instead, then your hedge looks like this, right? Then it's like huge. It's like you're getting both of these kind of hedges going. So anyways, that's what I'm looking at doing for this one. And that was the long answer of why I entered these in separately. So then I can close out this 4,800 short put, which is part of the long put right here, the long put spread. So anyways, hopefully that makes sense. Yeah, guess we'll just see what happens. I can't believe I opened a trade here at the top, but I kind of had to do it. My theta sucked. My delta was probably a little too short, so now it's more flat. I have 6 theta, which is great, and we'll just see where the market goes. All right, thanks for tuning in. See ya.